Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming back to Mary's Little House. Today's Good Friday. Uh, it's been quite a day. Uh, this morning I looked out the window from my desk here, and it was a midday or almost as 12 o'clock, and it was dark. It was black. It was like night. Uh, uh, and all day we've been having rain, most of the day rain, the tears of God. And this evening we've had tornado warnings. It's been the night of sirens. I just heard the sirens again warning us of possible tornadoes. Like the first, when Jesus died on Calvary, remember when he died, there was an earthquake. It seemed like the earth just rebelled against the death of this innocent man who is also the Son of God. And the earth, rocks that just split in two, exploded like this earthquake was that powerful. And we know that it shook the temple so hard that the curtain, very, very thick was split right in two. So the weather really gave a sense of the sobriety and the sadness and the tragedy of Jesus, the innocent one, the most pure one, dying upon the cross on the first Good Friday. I've been moved at our time, the celebration of the Lord's Passion on Good Friday, up at the Shrine Church of Our Lady of the Snows. The church was full, and there were people from many backgrounds, lots of Asian people, people from all over, people I've never seen before. And what touched me, my heart the most, was when they went up to adore the cross, the adoration of the cross. How they were so humble about it. Big men stooping down to kiss the cross. Women kneeling down and almost prostrate to kiss the foot of the cross. I thought, oh, how beautiful. They just did it so humbly and so reverently, so with feeling, with emotion. Sometimes I'm hard as a rock. My heart feels so I'm not moved by Jesus' passion. I love him, and I love all the women mystics who, like Saint Bridget of Sweden, and those who meditate so beautifully on the passion, who gather the details of Jesus' sufferings, like pearls, like rubies, his precious blood, in their thoughts and in their prayers and meditations. So they are very moved. These women mystics, I call them my passion flowers, who also share very much in his passion and death, in the pains of his passion and death, in their daily lives, in their sufferings, that God permits them, gifts them to suffer with Jesus. But sometimes I feel so, at times, not the emotion. I know that love is a decision and not emotion, but I want to be moved to tears. I want to love him with all my being and hold back none of my humanity and none of my emotions in responding to his passion. I remember, and I see children do that, like my godchild yesterday when she saw the 8th graders at her Catholic school dramatize the passion, and I asked, was it good? And she said, no, it was sad. But she said it with a certain pathos. She really got into it to see Jesus hurt so much. I think children and women can do this better than us men, at least. Well, when I was a child, one time I found a corpus. I think it belonged to my grandmother. She lived in that house, our house. My dad was the youngest, and he took care with my mom, my grandmother, until she died. and he inherited the house. Well, I found a corpus, no cross, to Jesus's body, a little about 6 inches, corpus of Jesus on the cross, but didn't have the cross. So I went and I must have been 8 or 9 or something. I'm not sure, but little. And I went and put 2 boards together as in a form of a cross, and then I put the corpus on it, and I bent over the nails and nailed Jesus to the cross. I was so proud of it that I put it out in the driveway, so Dad would have to drive right by it as he'd go back into the garage, and I wanted Dad to see it. I was so proud of it. Well, anyway, we went to bed early, and it was still light out. I remember that, and I remember Dad came in. He never does that, hardly come in. We could see him at supper and everything. Mom usually tucks us in. But Dad came in my room. I was alone. I was in the back room there, in my own room. I share it with my brother, but I don't think he was there at the time. But anyway, he looked very solemn, and I knew something was up, but was I in trouble? But it didn't seem that way. And he sat on my bed, and he said, I saw that cross, that crucifix out there by the driveway. Do you know what all that means? I said, well, yeah. Do you like it, Dad? And yeah. But anyway, he wanted to tell me about Jesus on the cross. And he explained how mean they were to Jesus and how they so treated him so badly. I started crying. I started crying and crying. And poor Dad, I don't know if he thought if he unleashed a volcano of emotion. But I'll never forget that, and I never forget my dad's face and his seriousness about Jesus on the cross and his love for us. I ask Jesus when I feel hard as a rock to bring me back to that childlike appreciation and emotion of how much he loved us, how much he suffered for us, to empathize with him, to feel with him, to thank him. Cindy would always remind us to thank Jesus for dying for us. I thought, how pious and nice. I've not blow it away, but I just thought, okay, that's fine. But now I'm doing it all the time. Finally, I got heart behind those words. But anyway, even though we can't cry over, we feel hard as a rock, we could still decide, love is the decision, to gaze upon the cross and to appreciate his love for us. And even more beyond thanking him, to ask him to share that we can share his cross in whatever way we will please the Father, in whatever way we can save the most souls, especially those of our family. So I hope you all had a wonderful Good Friday. I hope that you see Jesus upon the cross with even more love, even more appreciation, even more readiness to share with him his sufferings by offering our own sufferings with his. God bless you, dear people. I hope you continue to have a holy Triduum as we wait for the Easter morning, the glorious resurrection of Jesus. God bless you.